Beautiful people, my people.
We are winning. You are losing. We are winning.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Patala FC. We are within. And yes, guys, Blessed Friday, final Friday of March. It's a big one. Hope y'all had a great one. Time of the drop will probably be in the evening, African time. So blessings, guys. Let's get into April. Let's win, y'all. But last rogue segment, maybe second last rogue segment. When I say rogue, guys, and it's the third time I'm saying it this international window, I mean we're going against being Chelsea fans. You know, I'm a Chelsea fan, and you guys know this, and we're gonna drop back-to-back Chelsea content as soon as football returns. But for now, guys, it's been a long international break, really long. You know, 2 full weekends of no football, no Chelsea, and we're only playing on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday. So we might as well go rogue for a bit, guys. Chelsea fans, forgive me. I know those are the main loyals to the channel, but you know, guys, just allow me to be rogue, and it doesn't get more rogue. I've said that word a lot now.
You get it?
It doesn't get worse than me dropping an English 11 or predicting an English 11. I don't even have a soft spot for England, guys, but I feel just because the Premier League has brought so much joy to me, especially growing up, to most of us, it's a league we love, you know, I'd assume. Let's at least give them their flowers in the form of building an 11. And fortunately, it's coming from a Chelsea fan who had Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea, and I got to understand how Tuchel approaches the game, how he gained glory through the Champions League. Most would say that Thomas Tuchel's greatest achievement as a club manager came at Chelsea, which was the Champions League, you know, short spell, but great success. And that's what England have hired him for. Tournament, win us the World Cup, straight up. I think that's his task. That's the task at hand. An instant winner. That's what Tuchel is. But yeah, guys, if we're breaking down an 11, we have to start in goal and move forward. And Thomas Tuchel played a back four during the international break, which is interesting for those of us that know his football to a certain detail. He plays back threes, back fives. That's what he did at Chelsea. I think he played a back four at PSG, though. And at Bayern Munich, it was also a back four, but I think he prefers the back three system. So yeah, guys, we jump into it. And if we're going with a back four, it's going to be most of the players that he called up for this recent international break for the duties in the qualifiers against Albania and Latvia, respectively. So in goal, I'm going with Jordan Pickford, guys. I think he's still at that age where he's a prime goalkeeper. There are options like James Trafford, young goalkeeper, Nick Pope, Dean Henderson, you know, the likes of those. But I think Pickford has the most experience, and Thomas Tuchel won't shy away from looking at Pickford. Pickford also has the long pass in his arsenal. He has it, you know, in his locker of sorts. So he's a good goalkeeper also, good shot stopper, and I think he makes the defense feel safe. So yes, back four. We start on the left. Interesting one, because this man, or this young player, just got his first call-ups, and he scored on his debut. Youngest scorer on debut for England, Miles Lewis Skelly. And Arsenal fans can be proud of this player because he played so well under Thomas Tuchel in those 2 games, guys. And I think by the time the World Cup comes around, because this is an 11 of players that will start for Tuchel in England's games at the World Cup, I'm predicting the players that Tuchel will trust the most in this system. So Miles Lewis Skelly, I think at that point in his career, he would have polished the discipline aspect because he has gotten a few red cards. I think he also, in terms of reading of the game, he'll be at another level. And I feel at that point, Thomas Tuchel can't overlook him, and he will trust him.
Subscribe, like, comment.
And I think he goes to the World Cup. And then let's go to the right back before we choose the centre backs, because the centre backs are a bit of a headache. But I'm going on the right side if the man is fully fit, because we all know the injury record of who? Reece James. I know it better than most, guys. I felt the pain. I've expressed frustration on this channel. But Reece James played so well under Thomas Tuchel, being deployed in his natural position. You know, something Enzo Maresca hasn't done recently as well. Reece James scored his first goal for England. And how did he score it? In style. That free kick, you know, that free kick that's going out, then comes back in. Oh, man, that was class, guys. I mean, round of applause to Reece James. The character to take it on. It wasn't even his duty to be on free kicks, but he said, you know what, guys, I can do it. I can do this. And he did it. So, yeah, I think if he's fully fit, That's Reece James's position. Trent Alexander-Arnold is another option, but I think Trent in the defensive, and Thomas Tuchel respects defensive work. Hard work is part of Tuchel's gameplay. So I think Reece James solidified himself in just those two games. We'll see more qualifiers, and let's see if Reece James plays again. But I'm going with Reece James as per Thomas Tuchel's system. Now the back two. I think the certain one that everyone's going to overlook to some degree that Thomas Tuchel would definitely call up and possibly start is Ezri Konsa. Konsa played so well, guys. He's actually good. I underestimated Konsa, if I'm being genuinely honest. But he's proven himself. He actually is a class defender. He's so good. I think in Tuchel's system, in a back three, back four, with one player maybe inverting or moving forward, Konsa is going to be vital because he has pace, he has good reading of the game, he has height, he's a threat in the box, he has everything a defender requires. So I think he's definitely one of the starters. The headache is who will be next to Konsa. Harry Maguire, perhaps, or Mark Guehi. I think those are the two options. Dan Burn got his first call up, and he played so well. I respected Dan Burn's performances, recent Carabao Cup winner. But I'm going with Harry Maguire. And why is that? The passing range. Of course, leadership as well, but the passing range of Harry Maguire to get the team up the pitch when men are in space. We'll mention the wingers. I don't want to disclose early. But Harry Maguire has that ability to look up and pass the long ball. It's why Man United even bought him from Leicester City. Not something he does as often as a Man United player, but he has it in his locker. And I'm going with Harry Maguire because even at the Euros, where England made it to the final, he was pivotal. And under a manager like Thomas Tuchel, I think his level will even increase, in the international setup. So I'm trusting Harry Maguire, guys. Let's go for the pivot now. We have the back four, we have the goalkeeper. Midfield, I think the certainty without any, or the certainties. Actually, let's mention the two players that are certain. Bellingham, irreplaceable, indispensable. Declan Rice, indispensable, irreplaceable at this point in England. So with those two in the positions of Bellingham as a cam and Rice as a holding, deep lying playmaker, who will be alongside Declan Rice?
Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there.
I'm going with Conor Gallagher, guys. I think Gallagher would have put himself in Thomas Tuchel's thinking at that point. At Atletico Madrid, he's doing well, developing well. Simeone is known for bettering players. So at that point when the World Cup comes around, Gallagher will be that guy. Trust me, guys. I'm trusting the Gallagher. You get me? And he also has that passing range and the hard work. The stamina can't be faulted. So Gallagher, guys. And that's the midfield three for me. Rice, Bellingham, Gallagher. Interesting one. The tallest there, especially in the defensive roles, being Rice. Rice is good. We all know Rice can read the game really well. Let's go for that front three, guys. Let's finish up this 11. Let's dare to dream. Harry Kane, irreplaceable, indispensable, as we've been saying, and Harry Kane as well. Let's not forget that Thomas Tuchel bought him when he was Bayern Munich manager. So as much as some English fans don't appreciate Kane, maybe he drops too deep, all these negative elements in terms of remarks, but I feel Harry Kane is irreplaceable. He'll keep trying. Even in games where he's frustrated, the experience of Harry Kane comes out. He keeps trying, keeps ghosting into positions in the box where players can't mark him, difficult to mark, always finding space in the 18. And of course, he has shots from distance in his arsenal, all those things. So Harry Kane, of course. The wingers. I would be joking here, guys. I would be embarrassing myself to not put Bukayo Saka as the right wing. In the cam position, guys, Bellingham's presence, unfortunately, Bellingham is so good, right? And I'm not sure how to even phrase it. Bellingham's ability doesn't allow Thomas Tuchel to play Palmer, Foden, or Angel Gomez. That's how good Bellingham is, guys. Honestly, I don't see Palmer or Foden returning to either of the wings, especially the right wing, because of Bukayo Saka on that right wing. That's painful, but it is what it is because Bellingham is at a certain level. Even his maturity and leadership can't be faulted or can't be questioned. And on the left side, to complete the 11, guys, Morgan Rogers or Anthony Gordon or Marcus Rashford. I think Marcus Rashford won't make it, guys. He's at that age where, everyone thinks Marcus Rashford is still young. He has something ahead of him. come the World Cup, I don't think Rashford will have a chance because he doesn't get at his man. He's not that guy anymore. Who will get at his man? Probably Anthony Gordon, definitely Morgan Rogers. So I'm going with Morgan Rogers for this guy. I believe the way he's developing at Aston Villa and at Middlesbrough, he was an out and out winger, left winger, if anything. So I think he'll be trusted in that position. He can play across the front line in terms of playing cam or playing right wing, but I feel he'll be deployed as a left wing in Thomas Tuchel's system. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys, because some would go with Marcus Rashford. I understand that. Even Anthony Gordon is equally effective on his day, but I think it's just the consistency element from Gordon that will put him a bit behind Morgan Rogers, in my opinion, guys. But that's an English 11, guys. I didn't think I'd do it, but something came over me, and I felt, this league has done a lot for me. It's kept me sane in a lot of moments. So let me just predict, and Thomas Tuchel is a manager we'll always love as Chelsea fans. And as a German manager to take on the English job, that daring nature, I love it. I appreciate it. So let me know your thoughts, guys. What would you change? Where is Patala needed to be slandered? Where has he lied? You get me? Blessings, y'all.